welcome to my channel. My name is Marmy, and today I will be talking about The Circle. I will be giving my commentary about The Circle season 6 and just what I think of the characters and the drama and everything else that's been happening so far. So this video will cover my comments on the first 4 episodes, which is everything that premiered before April the 24th. I'm actually filming this on the 24th, so as I'm filming this, I think there are new episodes out for part 2, but I'm only going to be talking about part 1 today. Okay, so let's get into it. So first I want to talk about the characters, just the actual contestants on the season. So I don't know if you guys can hear the sound very well. There's just like, my roommate is running the laundry, so I think it might be making a little bit of noise in the background, but I don't know. Hopefully it doesn't. Hopefully it doesn't get in the way. So I wanted to talk about Miles first. I want to start with him because by the end of the first part, he's the one with the most power in the season, and he has the ability to block someone off. Well, also, I forgot to mention, this video will contain a lot of spoilers, and I will be talking based on the assumption that you've already seen all of the first 4 episodes. So if you haven't, you might want to log off now, but if you have, then stay. Okay, so let's get to it. So my first impression of him, I thought that he was a little bit, I feel like, okay, so for the show in general, there's always been this underlying theme of just like people feel like it, I mean, that's the whole point of the show, right? You lie and you give the answers that you're supposed to be able to get everyone else to like you. And at the very beginning of the episodes, I feel like everyone, when they were playing the little games of truth, where people were being asked if they would give out a friend who is cheating on a partner or who is involved in cheating in any way, he answered that he would tell people about it. And I think that just like with those questions and with that, like the games that were going on in general, he was just being a little bit way too honest, like versus the other players. And I don't know why it turned me off to him. I thought that I was just like, oh, and he also kept like making commentaries about Steffi being like involved, like being interested in like, I don't know, like spiritual and energy stuff. And I was just like, oh, I feel like if it's not for you, just be like, oh, it's not for you. But I feel like he was just shit talking it a little bit too much. So for my first impression, I did not like him. But honestly, as the 4 episodes like progressed, I think his character grew on me, or his TV show personality grew on me. So we'll circle back to that. And then moving right from Miles, we're going on to talk about Steffi. I thought that everyone in the so when I was watching the episode, I thought that I thought it was weird that she would say trines. Like, I never heard the word before, so it was pretty new to me. And I feel like for all the contestants, it felt out of pocket that she would say that. But honestly, I looked up the word after, and it said that it had, I'm still not sure what it means, but it said that it had something to do with a lot of like astrology and like, just like healing and something about planets. So it makes sense that she would say that. I just feel like in the moment, a lot of people didn't quite register. I also feel like in general, like with her personality on the show, she's just kind of trying too hard or leaning too much into the whole like astrology thing. It's fine to bring it up a couple of times or to talk about it, but I think that even like people just started kind of getting tired of it, and it just felt like she was going to say that all the time. And then apart from that, she wasn't given any other like personality traits or kind of saying anything else that she just wasn't being that interested apart from talking about that. So I think that's why a lot of people, or a lot of the contestants, were kind of turned off to her. I thought she was okay. Like I would say that the personality she was showing was maybe like, I would say like a 5 out of 10 or something, if she had included more stuff, But I liked her roller skating photo. I thought that was cool. Okay, so next up is Lauren. I generally don't really have anything to say about her. I feel like, she's just like, chilling, just getting along with everyone. But I'm also shocked that she didn't realize that everyone suspected Steffi of being the AI, but I don't know. I guess she's just in her own world. But I thought she was okay. I thought she was chill. You know, probably going to have more opinions about her like later on in the season. But yeah, I thought she was okay. And then Cassie. So okay, I would say that the biggest flaw kind of season 6 so far has been the fact that the people, like the actual contestants are not that interesting, I would say. Like there's because when I was watching this season, it just felt like it, even the people from season 1 were a lot more interesting than the people from season 6, which is kind of weird because I think that season 1 tends to be the circle's weakest season, just because I feel like the contestants didn't really know how to play the game. They were the first ever people and they weren't really sure how to like it. I don't think they knew what the vibe was. They weren't sure if it was like a backstabby kind of vibe or if it was like everyone being nice. I feel like everyone was being super nice and it made for a lot less drama in season 1. But season 2 came in hot with like all the Teralisha Savannah drama, and I thought that was really good TV. And there's just like season 3, there's been really good stuff so far, but this season it just felt like the entirety of all 4 episodes were just like a bunch of nonsense, just it wasn't really that interesting. There wasn't really anything going on. There wasn't really much drama. It was just like a lot of people giving commentary, and that was that. And I don't know. So yeah, Cassie, she's also just there. I don't really have anything to say about her because, like I said, there's really nothing going on the show so far for 4 whole episodes. Olivia, like I feel like Olivia and Steffi have the exact same problem, right? Like Steffi is showing too much of one specific personality trait, whereas Olivia is showing no personality. I feel like that's exactly what, like, everyone said it in the show, that they felt like whenever she spoke, it was just like something generic, something just like random. So she wasn't really like, showing any real personality. She wasn't really adding anything to conversations. But also I think that honestly, I feel like if I played the game, that's probably how I would play it, just because like I just feel like there are people who are just not very good at, communicating on text messages. And maybe the Cassie catfish is kind of like that, because it just felt like when you heard them talking in real life on the actual, like when you saw them in their room just kind of talking and conversing, it sounded like they had a lot of personality. But once it was time to like actually text and post things in the group chat and make conversation, it just felt like it was they didn't really know what to say. Okay, so moving on to Kyle. What I have to say about him is I I thought it was super weird that he was asking about like, like if you're gonna talk about beaches in California, I'm in California, I live in LA, and I feel like comparing Manhattan Beach and Venice Beach is just super random. So that just kind of threw me off, because if you're gonna compare any beaches in LA, it's probably going to be like Venice and then maybe Santa Monica Beach, or Venice and Ocean Park, because they're very close to each other. You can literally like skate from one part to the other. So it was just kind of out of pocket that she would just compare those two super random, because they don't even have the same vibe. It's just weird. But yeah. Also, let's talk about Paul. I think Paul's doing a pretty good job. I mean, he's a catfish, so, but obviously, like, I feel like there's been a winner who's been a catfish before. I can't remember who, but I think they've had a catfish winner before. So, I think they're doing a good job so far, but also like just going after Miles randomly and just kind of trying to pick a fight in the chat, that does not bode very well for him. I don't think, just because that does not bode very well for him. Me literally just throwing out random words. Trines. Anyway, yeah, I feel like it doesn't bode well for him. But also, just based off of watching the fourth episode, I don't think that Miles is necessarily thinking about blocking Paul. But honestly, you never know. Like, if this was a different season, I'd be like, you never know. But honestly, the season has been serving nothing. So, yeah, I do know it's probably not going to be him. And then I would say that, like, QT is good. She's chill. She's like adding. Honestly, when I was watching the show, I completely forgot. Like, I completely fell asleep when I was asleep when QT and Max were introduced onto the show, so I completely missed the intro and everything else about them. But I thought QT was cool. Now my biggest problem, actually, completely, like, the one person, or the one person character entity on the season so far that I don't like for sure, and I know that I don't like, is Max. I just think it's weird, just because, like, you know, it's like, it's fine if they just randomly brought in AI for like one episode, or, you know, for just a little bit, right? But he was around for, I think, 2 episodes. He just kind of, like, it just felt like they were talking too much about AI. They hadn't really sent anyone home. They hadn't, like, no one had really been blocked. Like, nothing was really going on. It was just like introducing characters and then introducing brand new people, and it was just like nothing really happening, and then just kind of getting too hung up on a bunch of like AI over and over again. There's been a lot of there's just been more interesting seasons and more interesting starts to seasons. Like, I literally remember the one season where someone had to pretend to be like, was like the Joker, and they had to pretend to be like someone named Emma or something. Like, I remember something like that, but that was really cool. Nothing like that has happened this season. And also, like, and also in season 3, I think that was the season with the band. I'm not sure. There's like someone from like NSYNC or something who was on, like, whose assistant was catfishing as him, but then, like, she got kicked off, something like that. But 2 people got kicked off at the very start, and then they came back in the whole time, and they were playing the whole time as a completely new character. I think they were playing as like this hipster person. That was cool. But yeah, this season, it just, yeah, they haven't had a good plot so far. I hope it improves, because there's still time. You know, they have like, what, 4 or 5 more episodes. There's still time to turn things around, but they need to stop the AI bullshit. I would also say that, just like in general, I felt like people were trying a little too hard at the very beginning of the season, and I thought that it was just like, that was kind of like a little bit cringe, honestly. But yeah, I don't know. Anyway, this is my thoughts. These are my thoughts. This is one. These is plural, I guess. So these are my thoughts so far on the 6th season of The Circle. Um, maybe I will make a second video about the second part once I'm done editing and uploading this, because I know that as at the time I'm shooting this, the second part is already out, so you can go watch that. I'm probably gonna watch that. I'm not sure. I'm watching Outer Banks right now, so yeah. Anyway, I just random mentions too that I have are, I remember the girl with the brown hair, Lauren, was like, when they had the rap battle thing, she was like, oh, I feel like Paul's rap is way too good, and that he's AI, or an AI wrote that. Miss Ma'am, he literally has in his bio, or he literally has in his bio that he is interested in rap, or is a rapper or something. I'm not sure, but it's not that far-fetched that he would be good at, like, he would write a good rap, you know? It was just like weird. What else do I have to say? Overall, I give the season a 2.5 out of 5 so far. 2.5 is half of the full grade. I think that they still have a lot to improve on, and hopefully things turn around in the next 4 or 5 episodes, and you know, it gets better, and it gets more entertaining, because right now is the entertainment in the room with us? I'm not sure. Like, is the entertainment on screen? Is the entertainment, like, I don't know what the entertainment is, but I can tell you for sure it is not on The Circle. It is not on the 6th season of The Circle. They need to amp up the drama. That needs to happen. But anyway, yeah. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to hit the subscribe button in the corner of the screen, or go to just check out my page, and let me know what you think in the comments. If there's anything you wish I had said that I didn't say, feel free to talk about that in the comments as well. And on that note, yeah, bye.